stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Hayes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Syracuse's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Heel off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gives it on the option. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Collins. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Clemson is quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Collins. Using the quick game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He'll try to pop the draw.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The play action fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. With the catch, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jacobs. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the...
Breaks into the open. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal block offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange will have to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Right down the middle. The sure hands. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Collins. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson in big-time success.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good 1st half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They go to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Collins. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it all right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Touchdown, Syracuse. A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Try the point after. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got the quick pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Complete on the comeback. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Clemson! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive.
He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Back to throw, it's Collins. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The snap sets up to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much. Unleashes one deep. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Off-play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off-play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. They'll try to run it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They want that clock to run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Great move. Now he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.